You guys, welcome back. Lunar New Year reminds me of loved ones, the delicious spread of auspicious foods, and entering this new year full of good luck. If you're spending Lunar New Year's alone this year, you can still enjoy a delicious meal at home. Today I'll be preparing hot pot with one of my favorite soup base mixes. Thai seafood sauce is one of my favorite dipping sauces for hot pot regardless of the broth, because it's refreshing and citrusy and in a way acts as a palate cleanser. It goes great with everything. Leafy greens, chai, water spinach or morning glory, napa cabbage, cilantro, and bok choy. These are a few of my favorites in hot pot. What are yours? An assortment of fungi, roots, and seaweed. I have mushrooms, bamboo shoots, lotus roots, seaweed, and daikon, and meats. I'll velvet this fish fillet, cutting on a bias. This will make them soft and tender when boiled in the broth. additional meat, and seafood. They came pre-sliced at my local Asian grocery store. If you plan to cut the meat yourself, freeze the meat a bit so it's easier to make thin slices. Mussels, shrimp, fish cakes, so bouncy, and scallops. And for other miscellaneous items, pork and leek dumplings, tofu puffs, and fried tofu. They act like sponges and soak up all of the flavor of the broth. And assorted meatballs. For noodles, my favorite is bean thread noodles or glass noodles. They soak up so much flavor. Beef tallow is one of my favorite hot pot flavors. It's spicy, a little numbing from Sichuan peppercorns, savory and fragrant. Check out your local Asian grocery store. There may be lots of flavors to choose from. To this soup base in goes garlic, ginger, and chilies. Fry it a bit until fragrant. In goes water. And scallion. This coconut drink is my favorite drink to have with hot pot because it's so cooling and refreshing. I always have 2 pairs of chopsticks, one for handling raw food and one to eat with. There's no correct order to adding things into the hot pot, but I like to cook the noodles last because the broth will be richer and more flavorful from everything added in. The broth will boil out and become very concentrated over time, making it a bit salty. So I like to have a kettle of boiling water ready to thin out and add to the broth. You can still enjoy Lunar New Year alone and treat yourself to something delicious. I'm wishing you and your loved ones good health, prosperity, and happiness in this new year. Please give this video a like, and I'll see you all in the next video. Be safe, everyone.